Moro Abba Patrick. Borno State, Kakashe Ulawan. Monguno Mohammed Tahel. Ndume Mohammed Ali. Cross River State, Jonah Williams Eteng. Jaribwe Agom Jaribwe. Asukwo Ekpenyong. Asukwo Ekpenyong. Delta State. Omwe Adafinone Ede.
Well, voting is ongoing, and this is the first official assignment of all senators-elect. All of them are entitled to participate in the voting for President and Deputy President of the Senate. The procedure for this election of the President of the Senate will also be the same with that of the Deputy President of the Senate. The President of the Senate and Deputy President of the Senate elect then shall submit their assets and liabilities, declaration and acknowledgement receipts, and subsequently subscribe to the oath of allegiance and oath of membership as prescribed in the Constitution before the clerk to the National Assembly, and after that they are sworn in.
Nwebonyi Onyeka Peter. Umahi Nweze David. Edo State. Okwebolo Monday. Oshomole Adams Aliyu. Emmanuel Neda Bernard. Ekiti State. Ekiti State. Opeyemi Bamidele Michael. Opeyemi Michael. Oluwole Fasui Cyril. Adaramodu Adeyemi Raphael. Okay. Enugu State, Chukwu Kelvin Chizoba. Okechukwu Ezea. Okechukwu Osita Ngwu. FCT Kingibe Ireti Hiba. Gombe State, Gombe State, Goje Mohammed Danjuma. Dankwambo Ibrahim Hassan. Siako Yaro Anthony. Imo State, Onyawuchi Ezenwa Francis. Chiwuban Dubeze Patrick. Izuna Sita Bonaventure.
If you're just joining us, you're watching the coverage of the inauguration of the 10th Assembly. Right now, we're in the Red Chamber of the Senate, and of course, the senators-elect are already casting their ballots to choose the first among equals, talking about the President of the Senate in the 10th Assembly. We will continue, to give you pictures from there, just to let you know that after this process and perhaps when there are some pauses during this process, we have people who've been there and those experts that will be giving us analysis of what is unfolding and what Nigerians will expect at the end of the day. I have in the studio Dr. Christopher Ngara, National Institute for the National Institute of Legislative and Democratic Studies, Abuja. Thank you for joining us. And somebody who was here some time ago, who also witnessed some of these tensions that we are seeing, because there was a little bit of, heated discussion at the beginning, talking about Senator Itainan from Akwa, who represented Akwa Ibom Northeast Senatorial District, and was also a senior special advisor to the President on National Assembly matters, especially, of course, with matters concerning the Senate. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me.
Okay, so we will take you back to the Red Chamber of the Senate. The process has been orchestrated at the moment by the clerk to the Senate, but the process began with, the opening remarks and, of course, the description of the process by the clerk to the National Assembly. We'll be looking at the process as you are looking, and, of course, give you perspectives when we can.
Kano State, Rufa Hanga. Barau Jibrin Ibrahim. Abdurrahman Kaus Suleiman. Katsina State, Yaradua Abdulaziz Musa, Zangon Daura Nasir Sane, Mohammed Danduse Muntari, Kebbi State, Alero Adamu Mohammed Nasara, Abdullahi Yahaya Abubakar, Garba Musa, Kogi State, Ohere Sadiku Abubakar, Jibrin Issa, Karimu Sunday Steve, Kwara State, Saliu Mustafa, Saliu Mustafa,
Governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, just arrived the chamber just now. And then this is the time usually in Parliament where the clerk to the National Assembly becomes a presiding officer within the moment. At this point in time, he calls the shot. He decides what happens. And then in 2019, the clerk who did this is in the chamber, Mohammed Sani Omolori, with some of his colleagues, three other former clerk to the National Assembly, Ibrahim Salim and Salisu Mekasua.
Yisa Ashiru Oyelola, Lagos State, Oshilokun San.
Present. Ondo State. Member-elect Tunji Ojo Olubumi. Present. Member-elect Adeboyega Adefarati. Present. Member-elect Adeshida Abiodun Cornelius Aderi. Member-elect Adeshida Abiodun Cornelius. Member-elect Adeshida Abiodun Cornelius. Member-elect Akingbaso Festus Olarewaju. Member-elect Ojogo Donald Kimi Kambo.
Ojogo Donald Kimi Kambo is present.
Member-elect Adefiranye Ayodele Festus.
Present.
Member-elect Odimayo Okunjimi John. Member-elect Makinde Peter Abiola.
Present.
Member-elect Adelebe Oluwatimehi.
Present.
Osun State.
Adeshida is present. The machine is down.
Okay, now see. Adeshida Cornelius is present. Yes, it's present. That's why I said it. We're going back.
Ondo State.
Osun State. Member-elect Omirin Emmanuel Olusanya. Osun State. Member-elect Omirin Emmanuel Olusanya. Member-elect Oladebolanre Alomole. Member-elect Mudashiru Lukman Alani. Member-elect Akani Clement Ademola.
Present.
Member-elect Salam Bamidele. Member-elect Ajile Soro Abimbola Taufik.
Ajile Soro present.
Member-elect Adewale Moruf Adebayo. Member-elect Adewale Moruf Adebayo. Member-elect Adewale Moruf Adebayo. Member-elect Oke Busayo Oluole.
Mr. Clark, I'm here. Present.
Member-elect Adetundi Abidemi Olusoji. Member-elect Adetundi Abidemi Olusoji. Member-elect Adetundi Abidemi Olusoji. Oyo State.
Testing the mic 1 2. 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 Testing the mic 1 2.
Isiaka Ibrahim Ayokule.
Present. Present.
We are going to Oyo State. Oyo State. Member-elect Adeyemi Akim Adeni.
Present.
Member-elect Akim Moede Olafisoye Wasiu.
Present.
Member-elect Alabi Akinola.
Present.
Member-elect Akinremi Olaide Adewale. Member-elect Akim Moede Olafisoye Wasiu.
Present.
Member-elect Alabi Akinola.
Present.
Member-elect Akinremi Olaide Adewale. Member-elect Akinremi Olaide Adewale. Member-elect Adigun Abbas Adekule.
Present.
Member-elect Olajide Adedeji Stanley.
Present.
Member-elect Adekoju Anthony Adebayo.
I am present.
Member-elect Osini Abbas Aderemi.
Present.
Member-elect Mohammed Olaide Latif.
I'm present.
Member-elect Oyedeji Najimdin Oyeshina.
Present.
Member-elect Alao Olamijuolo Ayodeji. Member-elect Ojo Sunday Makanjiola.
I'm present, sir.
Member-elect Akande Shadipe Tolulokwe Tualola.
Present.
Member-elect Karim Tajuddin Abishodun.
Present, please.
Plateau State. Member-elect Gendem Peter Ibrahim. Member-elect Musa Aga Abia.
Present.
Member-elect Lalu Ishaya David.
Lalu is present, sir.
Member-elect Babos Dachum Musa.
Present.
Member-elect Yusuf Adamu Gagdi.
Present.
Member-elect La Beni Butmark. Member-elect La Beni Butmark. Member-elect La Beni Butmark. Member-elect Kwalu Isaac Charlie. Member-elect Idris Ahmed.
Present.
Rivers State. Member-elect Bob Solomon. Member-elect Obuzo Victor. Member-elect Goodhead Boma. Member-elect Abiante Awaji.
Present. Abiante Awaji Nombek Dagomie.
Go ahead. Member-elect Hart Cyril Godwin. Member-elect Inweke Felix Uche.
Present.
Member-elect Emerengwa Boniface Sunday.
Present.
Member-elect Nwogu Kelechi. Member-elect Nwogu Kelechi.
Rivers State. Onyeso Allwell Hecho. Onyeso Allwell Hecho. Mpigi Baranada. Banigo Ipalibo Harry. Sokoto State. Ibrahim Lamido. Wamako Aliyu. Tambuwa Waziri Aminu. Taraba State. Manu Haruna. Isa Shaibulao. Jim Kuta David S.U. Yobe State. Gaidam Alhaji Ibrahim. Lawan Ahmad Ibrahim. Mohammed Bumai Ibrahim. Zamfara State. Zamfara State. Bilbis Aliyu Ekra. Yao Sahabi Alhaji. Abubakar Abdulaziz Yari. 8.0 next. Yes, sir.
Now the voting is concluded. May I invite the tellers, that is the movers and seconders, to come forward, to step forward to witness the counting and the announcement of the results.
At exactly 15 minutes past 9 o'clock this morning, voting has been concluded on the floor of the Senate for the candidates standing in as president of the 10th Senate. Now, collation of ballot is ongoing with the two senators who nominated the candidates standing as observers. That is the sorting out of ballots. Well, it's being carried out just like it's done in the general election. Now, the two candidates who have been voted for, the ballot is being sorted according to their names. So, but after the separation of the ballots, eventually they'll be counted, and the candidate with the highest number of votes will be declared winner. But in the event of two or more senators-elect receiving equal votes, the name of the candidate
Katsina State, Member-elect Mohammed Jamilu. Member-elect Mohammed Jamilu Faskari.
Election will be conducted for the two candidates with the highest. But in this case, there are only two candidates. And if, for instance, after this collation and both candidates have equal votes, there will be another election. And so this will continue until a winner emerges.
Member-elect Said Musa Abdullahi.
Observation, Mr. Clerk.
Member-elect Baraje Yusuf Kure.
Collation of ballots still ongoing here at the floor of the Senate. We can see the senator who nominated Senator Godswill Akpabio, Senator Alin Dume, who is the chairman, Senate Committee on Army in the 9th Senate, is the person that nominated Senator Godswill Akpabio. He's standing there observing the process. We also have the senator who nominated Senator Abdulaziz Yari, Senator Elisha Abu from Adamawa State, is also there observing the electoral process. Well, the collation is still ongoing, and this will continue till we get to a point that all the ballots have been collected, sorted out, and separated. And then the teller, that is the staff of the National Assembly who is doing the collation, is known as the teller. When it's done, he will now have to approach the clerk to the National Assembly, Magaji Tambawal, to tell him that the process has been concluded. And then the clerk to the National Assembly takes off from there. And the work of the teller ends at that point in time. And then he announces the next person who will sit on the exalted position of the President of the Nigerian Senate. The history of the Nigerian legislative arm of government has been that of a consistently interrupted growth, occasions by various military interventions.
You didn't shout like that.
Still a collation of results ongoing at the Senate. Well, you can see some jubilation on the floor of the Senate, but the result of this voting has not been announced. Collation is still ongoing, but what we saw on the floor, images of supporters of Senator Godswill Akpabio jubilating, not because a result has been announced, but they in the chamber, they are hearing the voice of the teller who has been announcing the votes. So from what they are hearing, they believe Senator Godswill Akpabio is going to have the day. That's the jubilation. But the collation of results is still ongoing here on the floor of the Senate.
Yes, right.
Collection of result is still ongoing here on the floor of the Senate. Like we did say earlier, from the images we are seeing there, we see Senator Godswill Akpabio, former governor of Akwa Ibom State, and the immediate past Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, there being surrounded by some of his supporters there in the floor. But we can see his face appears to be very emotional, what we could describe as a tears of joy. But it's very important to know that collection of results is still ongoing. But then there in the chamber, they could hear the voice of the teller when he calls names of the candidate on each of the ballots. So from deduction, they could conclude who might take the day. See, is it Sheyi Makinde, governor there, for your state there, all of them surrounding Senator Godswill Akpabio in anticipation of the eventual victory.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على نبيه الكريم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول لهم كن فيكون كن فيكون كن فيكون. The clerk to the National Assembly, herein represented by the DCNA, I am Honorable Al-Hassan Ado Dogwa, member-elect for Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency of Kano State. My respected colleagues, members-elect, with all sense of humility, I am of the APC extraction. The clerk to the National Assembly, I rise here pursuant to Order 2, Rule 3, A, B, and C of that same rule, to very humbly and on behalf of my respected members of the 10th Assembly, and in the exercise of this statutory duty, in the exercise of this institutional role that I'm humbled and given the opportunity to make on behalf of my colleagues, I rise here with all sense of respect to present to this gathering, this august gathering, a 58-year-old young man. I rise with all sense of humility, the clerk, to present to my colleagues a humble man, a very reliable man, a man that you can all depend on and have your eyes closed. My respected colleagues, members-elect, to the 10th Assembly, I rise here to present to you, and by extension to Nigerians, a man whose psychological and emotional temperament is apt and appropriate. My distinguished colleagues, the clerk to the National Assembly, I rise in discharge of this statutory role to present to this important gathering a man who, of course, by providence of hard work and commitment, is a holder of a PhD from the respected Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, it is my singular honor to also give to my colleagues the assurance that the man I'm presenting today is someone who, by providence of hard work, commitment, and experience, has the required cognate experience, legislative experience, and also the parliamentary experience to steer the ship of this hallowed chamber and preside effectively as the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you a man and a member-elect whom I believe, to the best of my knowledge, and of course by extension to the best of the knowledge of most of us here, is someone who is competent, is someone who is dependable and you can depend on him. He is someone who has the ability and all it takes to relate with other arms of government to move Nigeria forward. I would like to tell my colleagues that the man I'm presenting today, and by so doing making history along with my colleagues, is someone who has garnered to his credit significant sense of public and private sector experiences. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I rise to present to you a man, like I said, who I believe providence of
Order, please.
of the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. Mr. Clerk, honorable members, I therefore feel say that I so nominate him. And to Tajuddin is a call to duty. It's a call to nation service. I hope you will accept humbly my nomination to run for the speakership position of the 10th House of Representatives. Thank you and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
9. Absent, nil. Abstain, nil. Abdulaziz Yari scored 46 votes. Godswill Akpabio scored 63 votes. Therefore, Senator-elect Godswill Akpabio, who has received the highest number of votes, is hereby declared and returned President of the Senate. You can now.
The elections are over and a new president of the Nigerian Senate has emerged. Former governor of Akwa Ibom State, the uncommon leader, Godswill Akpabio, emerges president of the 10th Senate. Well, the announcement has been made. Clerk to the National Assembly, Magaji Tambawal, has just announced that Godswill Akpabio scored 63 votes, while his rival, Abdulaziz Yari, scored 46 votes. And then Abdulaziz Yari
All opposed. Thank you, Alex.
The House of Representatives is preparing for the election of the Speaker, 10th Assembly. Member representing Student Wadadogwa Federal Constituency, Alhassan Adodogwa, opened the nomination and nominated Tajuddin Abbas as for the position of the Speaker, 10th Assembly. The nomination was seconded by Nolim Naji, and they're all in support of Tajuddin Abbas. Tajuddin Abbas is the APC speakership nominee for the 10th Assembly.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, the Clerk of the National Assembly, I am Engineer Mweze David Umahi, the immediate past Governor of Ebonyi State and the Chairman of this winning group. I stand to nominate Senator Jibrin Barau to take the seat of the Deputy Senate President of the Senate. Your Excellency, Mr. Senate President, Mr. Clerk, I rise today in this historic hallowed Red Chamber of the Nigerian people with honor, a deep sense of responsibility, patriotism, national unity, and in the spirit of National Democracy Day Memorial, to move for the nomination that distinguished Senator Jibrin Barau, CON, representing the industrious people of Kano North Senatorial District, do take the chair of the Senate as the Deputy President of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, may I seek your permission to read a brief citation of this distinguished Nigerian. Senator Barau I. Jibrin was born in 1959 at his hometown of Kano, the headquarters of Kabo local government area of Kano State. He holds a certificate in financial management for making business decisions from Cornell University, United States of America. He also has a bachelor's degree in accounting, master's certificate in financial management and pricing, master's certificate in management and master's of business administration degree, MBA. After his initial higher studies, the senator worked briefly in the accounting department of the Kano State Foundation before he resigned in 1992 to begin his private flourishing business with vast interests in the manufacturing, insurance, and the construction sectors of the Nigerian economy. His success in the private sector prepared him adequately to begin a process of championing the cause of his people through the instrumentality of politics. The senator's passion for his people motivated him to contest and won election in 1999 to the House of Representatives to represent Turani Federal Constituency of Kano State. While in the Federal House of Representatives, he served as the chairman, House Committee on Appropriations. As the chairman of the committee, he initiated in the year 2000 the practice of providing opportunities for federal legislators to nominate projects to be implemented in their constituency project in parentheses, in the federal government's annual budget. This practice has been accepted and is being adopted not only by the federal legislatures, but also the state legislators across the country. He was also a member of the House of Representatives Committee on Power, among other committees, during that period. He was appointed in year 2000 to serve as a member of a committee set up by former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo to review the Nigeria budgetary process. He served as the chairman of the Kano State Investment and Properties Limited, a company wholly owned by the Kano State government. He also served as a commissioner in the Kano State Executive Council during the second term of Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso's administration. On his return to electoral contest in 2015, Senator Barau contested and won election to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, representing his native Kano North Senatorial District under the platform of All Progressive Congress. He was appointed same year as the Vice Chairman Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream of the Senate, and subsequently became the chairman of the same committee. In the latter year of 2016, he was reassigned to the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions of State Fund as the chairman of the committee, a position he held till the end of the 80th National Assembly. He was re-elected to the Senate in 2019 and served as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriation until the end of his tenure in the 9th Assembly last week. Notably, he was the secretary of the Northern Senators Forum from 2016 to 2021, when he resigned in order to concentrate more on his rigorous duty as the chairman Senate Committee on Appropriations. He received the award of the Northern Senator of the Year 2017 by the Nigeria Senate Press Corps. He also received in June this year the Budget Cycles Restoration Award by the same National Assembly Press Corps in recognition of the role he played to restore the Nigeria budget cycle from January to December of every year. He was bestowed with the National Award of the Commander of the Order of Niger by the former President Muhammad Buhari in the year 2022 in recognition of his sterling service to Nigeria. Mr. Senate President, the Clerk of the National Assembly, my distinguished colleagues, it is for these reasons and more that I, Engineer Wednesday David Umai, CON, fellow of Nigeria Society of Engineers, FLAT, do urge us, as I have urged myself, to support this national unity and stability for Nigeria's motion for the nomination that distinguished Senator Jibrin Barau, CON, do take the chair of the Senate as the Deputy President of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the benefit of Nigeria and Nigerians. I do move.
Any seconder? Senator-elect.
Distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic, Senator Godswill Akpabio, Senate President of the 10th Senate, the Clerk of the National Assembly, and distinguished Senators-elect, I rise to second the motion ably moved by Senator-elect Senator Dave Umahi that Senator Jibrin Barau be given the opportunity to take the seat of the Deputy Senate President. I so move. I so second, and my names are Senator-elect Saliu Mustafa, representing Kwara Central.
Distinguished Senator-elect Barau.
Mr. President, my distinguished Senators-elect, my name is Barau I. Jibrin, the Senator-elect representing Kano North, Senatorial Zone. Mr. President, I stand to accept the nomination, the motion for nomination as moved by Senator-elect David Umahi, that I should take the Senate chair to add or to be the Deputy President of the Senate of the 10th Senate. Mr. President, I so accept. Thank you.
Are there further nominations? Are there further nominations? Are there further nominations? In the absence of further nomination, I declare the nomination closed. So, since we have only one candidate vying for the position of the Deputy President of the Senate, I now declare Senator Jibrin Barau as duly elected Deputy President of the Senate.
The new Deputy President of the 10th Senate has emerged. Senator Jibrin Barau has emerged the Deputy President of the 10th Senate. Well, in his case, there was no any other nomination to contest with him, and therefore, Clerk to the National Assembly, Magaji Tambawal, announced him as Deputy President of the 10th Senate.
Okay, it's allowed.
How do you vote? I go with Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. Martin said, Tim, how do you vote? I vote for Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD. I them, Josiah, how do you vote? I rise to vote for Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. Esset Makudo, how do you vote? I rise to vote for Right Tajuddin Abbas. Oka for Dominic. Ifeanyi, how do you vote? I didn't hear you, sir. Okay. Inekwe Peter Udogolonya, how do you vote?
I rise to vote for Honorable Tajuddin Abbas.
Orugo Obiageli, how do you vote?
I rise to vote Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas.
Okonkwo Uchenna Harris, how do you vote?
That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. All members of the National Assembly. I, do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as a member of the Senate, I will perform my functions honestly to the best of my ability. Faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, and the rules of the Senate, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve, by the letter of justice, and that I will preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the 6th schedule of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. So help me God.
This seat, I left it in thoughtful of my head.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria. Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as the Deputy President of the Senate,
that as the Deputy President of the Senate,
I will perform my functions.
I will perform my functions
honestly,
to
the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Faithfully,
in
accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
In accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And the law.
And the law.
And the rules of the Senate.
And the rules of the Senate.
And always in the interest of the sovereignty.
And always in the interest of sovereignty.
Integrity. Solidarity. Well-being. And prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And that I will strive.
To
preserve. These fundamental objectives.
And
directive principles.
Of
the state policy.
Contained
in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Contained the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And that I will abide.
By
the code of conduct.
Contained
in the 5th schedule.
To
the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God. Pen.
Yeah, so I always forgot my. No,
yeah. Wait, it's red or red?
Very slowly on.
No.
Okay, now I can.
Now go?
Yeah.
Abuku Obozi Zebe Ofoji, how do you vote? Philip Agbese, how do you vote?
By my father, Senator John Akume Otajudin Abbas.
Ojema Ojotu. Member-elect Ojema Ojotu.
The vote of the people of APGA Federal Constituency, I speak on their behalf, is for Honorable Tajudin Abbas, PhD. Thank you very much.
Sekaf Zua Ijoinyom, how do you vote?
TJ Abbas.
Akume Regina, how do you vote?
Honorable TJ Abbas.
Takige D. Dixon, how do you vote?
I vote TJ Abbas.
Austin Asema Achado, how do you vote?
Honorable TJ Abbas.
Solomon Wombo, how do you vote?
Dr. TJ Abbas.
Seso Ikpaga, how do you vote?
Honorable TJ Abbas.
Tessa Igbo, how do you vote?
Tajudin Abbas.
Ogegu David Agada, how do you vote?
Honorable TJ Abbas.
Onu Nyeche Blessing.
I rise to vote for Right Honorable TJ Abbas.
Midala Usman Balami, how do you vote?
I vote Honorable TJ Abbas.
Gimba Zenop.
I vote for Honorable Tajudin Abbas.
Member-elect Ali Mukhtar Betara.
I vote Honorable TJ Abbas.
Jaha Amadou Usman.
I vote for Honorable TJ Abbas.
Ahmed Ibrahim Bukar. Muhammad Ibrahim Bukar. Muhammad Ibrahim Bukar. Thank you. Alhaji Ahmed Satomi.
I stand firm and my vote goes straight to Dr. Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, Dangi and Sassou.
Thank you, sir. Zana Usman. Ghana Malam Buka. Rais Abdulkadris. Buka Taba.
My vote goes to Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD.
Iyan Emil Lemke. Iyan Emil Lemke. Egbona Alex. Abang Victor Bigson.
Honorable TJ Abbas.
Akiba Basi Ekpeyon.
Right Honorable TJ Abbas.
Basi Joseph.
Right Honorable TJ Abbas.
Irom Etaba Michael. Peter Akpanke.
I vote for Right Honorable TJ Abbas.
Effiong Godwin Ode Epo.
My vote is for Honorable TJ Abbas.
Lawrence Okoli.
Order, distinguished. Order. Order, distinguished. Please return to your seat. Order, distinguished senators-elect. The President of the Senate, the Deputy President of the Senate, senators-elect, I wish to make this announcement. We have in our mix the former Senate President, Senator Ebute Ame. He may wish to also congratulate the President of the Senate and the Deputy President of the Senate. Also in our mix, we have our former clerks to the National Assembly, person of Dr. Ibrahim Salim, CON, Alhaji Abubakar Maikaswa, OON, PhD, and Alhaji Sani Ataba Omolori. Thank you. The President of the Senate, the Deputy President of the Senate, distinguished senators-elect, on behalf of the management of National Assembly, I wish to congratulate you once again for this historic occasion. I think from now I have concluded my assignment in the Senate. I will now proceed to the House of Representatives. Thank you. Okay. Also in our mix, we have the former clerk Amos Olatunde Ojo. Thank you. Sorry for that.
Osikama Ikem Kama St. Andy. Akpatasin Oyo Zoje Peter. Akpatasin.
Akpatasin votes for TJ Abbas.
Murphy Osaru.
Respectfully, my vote goes to Honorable TJ Abbas.
Onobum Marcus Izegweya.
I honorably
Sir, can you make it audible? We didn't hear you. Yahweh is so sad. Osawaru Billy Famous Adesua.
I rise this morning to cast my vote for Right Honorable TJ Abbas, PhD.
Idausa Dennis.